Hi guys.
Hello.
I'm here with the boss himself in person, in flesh and blood. The great Frank from Yololiv, that I thank to have come here with the Yololiv president and the Yololiv tech to visit us at Adcom, Italy. We have been Yololiv's resellers since 2019 or 2020, something like that. So it's a long journey. We'd like to continue on this journey. I know you're all eager to know stuff about the newcomer, the Yolobox Extreme, which is here with me. Obviously, it's a pre-production unit. We're not going to show you all features, all menus and stuff like that, because as you can understand, it's an ongoing the process. The people that came at IBC at the Yololiv's booth were able to play with it a little bit, but the final version will be out in, let's say, in a few weeks. We cannot say yet, right?
Yeah, more than a few weeks.
More than a few weeks.
I personally not sure when exact the release date is.
Okay, we'll see. We will wait impatiently.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. As you probably understood from the photos and stuff, it's going to have 8 inputs that can accept up to 4K, right?
Right.
Then 2 HDMI outputs. For those who already asked me, the 2 HDMI outputs will be assignable from the menu. So you're going to be able to see one thing on HDMI 1 and one other thing on HDMI 2, which is good for probably, is it possible to say that it's going to have a multi-view?
Yes, and it's a very highly customized multi-view. For example, a lot of our customers come to us where they want to HDMI output their comment section to be more real time. For example, I have a display when I'm doing the live show here. I want to have a dedicated display for all the comments. We will have the option to output that comment section. Also, you can also customize for one video. Means you can output one of the video. It doesn't have to be all the video sources, like different layouts.
Nice. Many people are asking me.
Yes.
That, so then you have 2 USB inputs. You can do a lot of stuff. Obviously, we know from the Ultra and from the Yolobox Pro that you can do a lot of stuff with that. So you can put webcams. You can connect some 4G, 5G modems for connections and stuff like that. Then the usual 2 audio inputs on analog inputs, one mic input, the other one as a line input. Then you'll see 2 USB-Cs. One is for powering and the other one is for other purposes.
It could be a webcam input or webcam
Exactly.
out. That's a full feature, the USB-C.
Okay, like the other one. So I have to say, I was able to see the display in action. Display is very bright. It's very accurate. It's not only one step beyond, it's more than one step beyond compared to the previous one. So it's going to be OLED.
OLED, exactly.
OLED.
More responsive, by the way.
Over here, you're not going to see the antenna because they detach it, but you're going to have 2 antennas. We see the usual ports in the back, the SD card, and the SIM slot in the bottom. So the battery is huge here.
Okay,
Tell me.
The battery, it depends on the environment, but according to our test, if you plug one HDMI, you can last like 10 hours or more.
Wow.
And my personal test for this, like 3 HDMI, it was 7 hours. But the regular, when it's plugged with the 8 cameras, it's still like 5 to 6 hours.
It's a massive 5 to 6 hours at full throttle has a massive duration, of course. So I've seen that the display is quite responsive also in terms of touch screen.
Right.
Obviously, it's being a pre-production unit, not many features that I can tell you about are different from the one that we saw before. I'm not sure if I can tell this, but I saw one that I really liked and many people are asking, the MP3 playout function, finally.
Right. Actually, it's something that will come to the Ultra first, and then it will come to the Extreme, since we've been actually beta testing this feature for a while.
You don't know yet when it's coming, and obviously I'm not going to tell you how much it's going to be because they don't know themselves. So don't ask us, please. But you know, personally, I can say that I was really impressed. Even though this thing may cost even more, obviously, than the Ultra, I see a lot of things that this can do that other machines, other systems cannot, especially if you think that it's all 11-inch display.
Right.
It's a fantastic job. So new, obviously, there's a new
Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. That's the flagship CPU of the currently the top smartphones are currently using.
So from what I saw, this potentially is really, really interesting. So be on the lookout. We discussed a lot of features, so don't worry. Us as a reseller, but me personally as a reseller and as a customer, not only I read a lot on the Facebook group, not only I hear my customer asking for new features, but I personally suggested a lot of things. I was able to speak with the tech department directly, so I really appreciated that. I don't know if you want to add something, Frank. I don't know. You want to say something more? Some new things coming up?
Not the new things, but it's been great to be here. To thank AlphaSong for having us, and we'd love to hear your feature requests, and we'd love to see you actively engage with our users globally or internally. We are very appreciative, and it's been a wonderful trip after IBC. I'm so happy to meet some of our users from the IBC or after the IBC.
On a personal note, I also have to say that you know, many people are asking if the Extreme comes out. What will I do with my Yolobox Pro? What will I do with my Yolobox Mini? I asked Frank and the Yololiv guys not to forget you. They promise they won't. So one important thing that I was really passionate and strict about is please don't forget the other customers. Of course, we don't have to forget that the old, let's say, old machines, which are currently in our hands, in our gigs everywhere, are still rocking. So they do a lot of things. Obviously, there are limits for every machine. Don't forget that. But what I made myself as a sponsor from all of you to ask Frank and the guys not to forget about the other YOLO boxes. If they can put new things in the older one, like Pro, Mini, and improve or fix bugs, I asked them to do that. They promised they will. Officially.
Yes, we will. Yeah, people may want to hear from me about this one. And like we talked, I want to use this opportunity to say it again, though I've been saying this many times. We haven't forgotten about you, our Mini users, our Yolobox Pro users, even our OG users, because OG is relatively older in the CPU wise, but there's a potential for the Pro and the Mini, and we can add a lot of features that's on the Ultra to the Pro, and we wish we could do more and to invest more, like to allocate more engineering resources. But we haven't forgotten about you, and it's a matter of time that what's possible on the Ultra, we will try our best as long as the CPU capacity allows. We don't want to risk the stability or the reliability, so we will add certain or what's possible on the Ultra, like as long as that allows, like I said repeatedly. So you have my word, we won't forget about you. Even the Extreme is out, we won't forget about the Ultra, forget the Pro. I don't want people to have the impression it's like all our resources are focused on the newest model. That's simply not true.
Yeah, okay. So thanks to Frank. We'll meet you soon. We're very excited about the Extreme, and we thank Frank also on behalf of my company, Adcom, based in Bologna. So if you want to ask us something, if you're in Europe, in Italy, whatever, please do. We'll try to pass along the information. Thank you.
Thanks.